It's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. Pack your bags up and leave. Don't you think I'm running back to me? It's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. Close the door behind you, leave the keys. I'd rather be alone than unhappy. Yeah. Child, I wonder if Evelyn was singing this song after this episode, darling. Y'all, this episode really had me feeling some kind of way of Basketball Wives. But before I get into it, let me give out some shouts out from last week review. I want to give a shout out to Spilling All the Tea, darling. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. I'm sure y'all already have, though. Spilling All the Tea. It's spelled exactly how I say it. And he's awesome. He's awesome. He's amazing. Easy on the eyes and all that good stuff. And he's just great at what he does, and he's just really an inspiration, to be honest. Anyway, look, so I want to give a shout out to him, Spilling All the Tea, for naming two songs that I was singing in last week's Basketball Wives review, which was Escape, You're My Little Secret, from the Traces of My Lipstick album, darling, and I always ask for the year, and it was 1998. And also I was singing Mary J. Blige, All That I Can Say, from her 1999 album, Mary, subtitle Mary. And also let me give a shout out to Angel Johnson. Shouts out to you, beloved, new subscriber. And appreciate you. And this Angel was the reason why I said in last week's review that I'm going to keep it a secret, because Angel was the one that requested that I sing the Mary J. Blige song that I sung last week. So shouts out to you again, Angel, and I appreciate you, darling. Now, let's get into Basketball Wives. Okay. It began with Evelyn talking to her daughter, Shanice. And I think Shanice's beautiful, by the way, and she's so sweet. Nothing like her mother. Nothing. She was a Hellcat, that mama. But Shanice is just so. Isn't it always like that though? Like you have a parent that's just so nice and sweet, and then they have badass kids, or vice versa. The parents is just as ratchet as they want to be, but the kids are all right for the most part. At least one of them is. The other ones, I don't know. They might be going down the same road, darling. But at least, one of them act right. And, that's a child that you hold dear and near, darling. So anyway, Evelyn and Shanice is talking about the whole party, her event that she had with Shanice. They were celebrating the fact that they took these photos in this magazine. Some of the photos was nice. Some of them was just stupid. It was like, why is Evelyn got on this damn red hooker wig? And I don't know, but whatever. Every photographer has their own look, their own theme, their own concept, what they're trying to do. So whatever. So they're talking, and Evelyn, she was just like, oh my gosh, Jackie, like I just can't believe that she called me a bitch in front of my daughter. And who does that? Like, I would never do that, yada yada. But Evelyn, you've said a lot of other shit about Jackie. So, I mean, this whole thing with her daughter and not paying for the funds and all that, wasn't that about her daughter? So, I mean, it's petty, but it is a like tick for tack type of situation. But I do understand Evelyn in the grand scheme of things. If this was a different type of show, and if Evelyn was a different type of woman, I would completely agree with Evelyn, be on her side. You don't talk about somebody, call them a bitch in front of their child and stuff like this. What if Shanice would have ran up on Jackie or something? She would have every right because that's her mother. But, seeing the situation and seeing what we know from Evelyn from watching the TV, okay. I mean, come on. So anyway, they're talking, and Shanice was just like, you know what, Mom, why do you think she's upset? Evelyn was just like, well, I think she's upset, um, because, you know, basically because I called her out on her shit. Nobody calls her out on her shit ever, and so I did it. So what? So she called you a bitch. I mean, okay. So anyway, Tammy calls Evelyn. Tammy wants to bring all the girls to New York. She's on a business trip and she wants to invite all the girls to New York. And Evelyn is excited because she grew up in uh born in Brooklyn and grew up in the Bronx, I believe is what she said. So I was just like, okay, Evelyn. So she was just like, yeah, I'm excited, yada to the yada. Shanice said, Evelyn, maybe you should try to help Jackie and try to help her with her situation and yada yada. Evelyn trying to hit it, child. Evelyn, the Evelyn that we see from here on out is just straight Evelyn at her core. The Evelyn who I believe anyway at her core. The Evelyn that we're seeing right now is gonna be the Evelyn from here on out to the rest of the season. This is the Evelyn that we met in season one of Basketball Wives, to be honest. They don't brought it out of her, or you know, it didn't take much to be honest. It's always been there. It's just been concealed. It's just been withheld. It's just been locked away, darling. But you know, just like the mummy, they done dug her ass up, and now it's a wrap. So let's see. Evelyn and Shawnee had a cute little scene where I actually enjoyed. And y'all know I don't like Evelyn and Shawnee, but I actually enjoyed their scenes, seeing them together. Because you know she was just showing Shawnee the ropes, and you know the first time Shawnee been on a train and all that. I still have never been to New York, and hopefully I get the chance to go to New York in August because my friends and I are planning a trip. So hopefully we get to go. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm excited. A little nervous about New York. You know, you always have those stories. Oh Jesus, vocalist. You know, you always have those stories about New York and all that of how it is, and you know, watching Law and Order and shit don't help. So yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I think it'll be fine. So yeah, you know, she's riding the train, showing them all kind of stuff. Evelyn was in her home. You know, she's walking down the street thinking she J Lo. People yelling at her, people shouting at Shawnee, yada yada. They also went over to holler at Evelyn's mother. Evelyn's mother stays in this tiny apartment in the Bronx, and you know she's happy to be there. She loves being there. She got the dogs, etc. The mother kind of read Evelyn. She was just like, "Yo, um, like how long you gonna keep the eggs or whatever?" She was just like, "Child, they can be in there forever." She was just like, "But you don't want to be 50 having a baby. I mean, you ain't Janet Jackson, sis. You might got a nice body and kind of healthy, but." You ain't got them Janet coins to keep on that fitness, beloved, to keep up with that baby. She was like, you might need to get it together and get it together soon. Evelyn's just like, girl, whatever. I ain't thinking about that. You might want to listen to your mother. You might want to, but yeah, it was just it was a cute scene, and I really enjoyed seeing it, seeing them together, like having fun, because Shawnee's reaction to New York would probably be my reaction to New York. So I guess that's why I enjoyed it so much. And let me just go on the record and say this: I genuinely feel like all these women at their core are good people, but from what we see on the show, it just fucks it all up, to be honest. And so, but you know, you see how they show nice scenes with just Evelyn, or nice scenes with just Shawnee. Like last week, they showed Shawnee, her mother, and her sister, and the scenes with Tammy and Reggie and the girls and all that kind of stuff. Like they show like nice scenes with the rest of them, but when it comes to the other girls, they rarely show good scenes when it's just them in their element, having fun, being good people. You know, just being normal people. It's whatever that means. Y'all know, see what I'm trying to say? Like they're showing the main girls, the top girls in their, you know, more, I guess, normal everyday life versus the other girls, where they show the other girls in just such a negative light. Or when they do show the other girls, they're meeting up with the other girl, with another girl they don't fool with, and they're just talking about them the whole time. The clique: Tammy, Evelyn, Shawnee. So I just noticed those certain things like that. It's just super petty. Um, So let's see. Speaking of petty, Tammy Roman. Um, Tammy Roman met up with Jackie. Now Jackie said in her confessionals that she wanted to make sure that her and Tammy are cool, and it's nice that they meet up. Why is everybody so like afraid of Tammy? I don't understand. Like, why is everybody so invested to be cool with Tammy, to be cool with Evelyn, to be cool with Sean? This is what bothers my soul. Like, half of these girls are not gonna stick up to them, and that's why I can't be bothered. Like, Tammy and them are always gonna film with people like Kristen, and Bonnie Jill and stuff. People who suck up to them, and people who don't like Jackie, and people who are gonna run back and tell whatever the other crew said or whatever somebody else said that's not in the circle. Anyway, so Tammy and Jackie are apparently back cool, which I don't know how, because Tammy had a lot to do with all this shit with Tammy, Jackie, and Evelyn. But somehow they back cool, so okay. But Tammy, the whole time, she's making fun of Jackie along with Shawnee and Evelyn in last week's episode, making fun of her walking out and talking shit about Jackie. And she's so crazy and yada to yada, which Jackie is crazy, but Tammy, not one time have you had Jackie's back. Not once. And from what we see, that you and Evelyn aren't that close. At least y'all wasn't in the first couple of episodes. Now all of a sudden y'all best friends. The shit, y'all beef either wasn't real. It either wasn't real, and they just judged it up for the cameras, which is what I think they did, or y'all was already talking behind the scenes, but they played it like y'all wasn't in the beginning. That's the only thing I can think of, because ain't no way in the hell, if you got that much rage and frustration towards a person, that y'all end up being that cool like nothing ever happened. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. There ain't no way for me to love you. If you won't let me, said it ain't no way for me to give you what you need. If you won't let me, something like that. And the girl come in, I think it was Aretha's sister back in the day. Ooh, yes. Say you do. Y'all already know what to do in the comments, darling. Year, song, album, etc., darling. Okay, can't give it all right now, darling. So anyway, so yeah, Tammy, and Jackie is talking, and Jackie's so damn crazy. I'll be trying to be here for her, and I am here for her in terms of the whole Evelyn thing. If I had to pick sides, I guess I'm on Jackie's side. Oh God, I hate to say that. But they're really trying. I just feel like they're really coming for Jackie. Jackie is a whole lot of things, and she's a lot of what they say she is. But they're really just like coming for Jackie this season. I don't necessarily like it. I guess I just don't like to see anybody get ganged up on or picked on. That's exactly what's happening right now. They're trying to make everything seem like it's Jackie's fault when it's not. All of them is to blame. And I see on next week's episode, Tammy gonna be like, both of y'all is to blame, talking about Jackie and Evelyn. But so are you, Tammy. How does Tammy just scot free? Just her slate is clean with this shit. Like, I don't understand that. And it bothers my soul. Make me want to shake the camera. I'm not gonna do it. Y'all, this shit holding up by his laptop, holding on by a string, darling. A string. Don't have any string around. That's a bow, but whatever. It got strings in it, right? So, they're talking, and Tammy also wanted to invite Jackie to the whole thing in New York, and Jackie was just like, look, I go, but I just need an apology from Evelyn. Evelyn came into my life and she's trying to be the sister wife. You know, she's trying to pay, she done paid my daughter off thinking that's her way to get into our family because she wants me and Doug. This is why it's hard to defend you, Jackie, because you say crazy shit like this. For the umpteenth time, anybody think about you or Douglas? Y'all obviously work as a couple, and Godspeed to you both. But my God in heaven, I'm sure there ain't too many people out there that want me either. So I feel pretty comfortable saying this. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, my God. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that nobody sexually wants you or Doug. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had to have that moment with Jackie really quick because I'm just like, really, Jackie, you think that's the reason? Tammy started falling out laughing and I did too. I was just like, Evelyn, shit. Jackie, you just give them all kinds of reasons just to call you all kind of crazy names because you do this silly shit like this. Like, lady, fix your life. Just fix your life. So, let's see. They're talking and she wants an apology. Now, Tammy revealed to Jackie in this conversation that Evelyn said on the way she was out at Evelyn's event last week, because Jackie was on the way out the door, so she didn't hear her. But Tammy told Jackie sitting at the table on this episode that Evelyn said, you know, you need to raise your child, raise your daughters, and this and that. And Jackie was just like, see, I didn't hear that part, and I'm glad I didn't. Now, Tammy, you just done started some shit. Now, Tammy, a little later on, they saw her smoking outside. You know, they was just like, look at Tammy smoking the cancer sticks. It was Shawnee and Evelyn. I'm talking about, yeah, Tammy outside looking ratchet, smoking, and but y'all knew how long Tammy been ratchet? Tammy been ratchet since the 90s. Tammy, let me tell you who Tammy is. Okay, remember on Don't Be a Menace while drinking your juice in the hood with the Wayans brothers? Y'all remember Kim Wayans, their sister, when her son got shot and she came out the house in the slippers and the robe and came rolling out on the street talking about they shot my baby. That's Tammy. And then you know, she found out that, I believe she found out that wasn't her son or some shit, or he wasn't dead. And she started whooping his ass for the money. And, you know, just that mama that's just ready to fight in robes and the slippers and headscarves and rollers. That's Tammy. And cigarettes while braiding hair and cooking at the same time. That's Tammy. That's Tammy. Class, she's a legend. She's a legend. That's Tammy. Anyway, you see, Tammy, they're still talking shit about you, sis. Shawnee and Evelyn, your homegirls. You see that like they did on season, what, 2, when you first came on Basketball Wives? See, they still don't think you shit, but them your homegirls, right? Okay. Child, if you need friends like that, my God, I'll pray for you. So, Tammy was talking to Shawnee and Evelyn outside. You know, they were shooting the shit about Shawnee, how New York she look. And now she thinks she needs to be in the Look Him video, okay? So Tammy was just like, yeah, so Jackie's not too happy with you. Evelyn was just like, me? Why? So she was just like, yeah, she thinks that that money that you sent to Jackie's daughter was a way to get into their relationship, her and Doug's, and she think you wants to sleep with them. Evelyn just couldn't believe it. She just left with her mouth hanging open, so it was crazy. Now all the girls are planning on meeting later on that night. All the girls got invited to New York. They kill me on these little trips where nobody gets along, everybody fights, whatever. So anyway, all the girls are invited on the trip except for Kiana, and Christian wasn't there. But Bonnie Jill was there, Jackie was there, Evelyn, Tammy, Shawnee, Sanaya, um, Hazel. And I believe that's it. I believe that was everybody. So Sanaya and Jackie sitting there talking in the in the car, and Sanaya was just like, you know what? Evelyn was the one that started it first. And Jackie, she was just like, yeah, Evelyn did start it first, because she was just like, she took it to the whole kids thing first, because Sanaya was left back when Jackie left out of Evelyn's event last week. Sanaya was still there when Evelyn made her comments talking about raise your grandkids and yada yada. So she was just like, okay, okay, I feel it. And also early in the episode, like I just said, Tammy told Jackie what Evelyn said. Interesting. So she was just like, Jackie was just like, look, I'm trying to be cool, but just hold me back. If some shit go down. So anyway, also early in the scene, they had a scene with Hazel and her cute little daughter named Olive Branch. What's her name? Olive Marie or something like that. Hazel's daughter. She is the cute. Oh my God, those cheeks. It was Olive something, y'all. The little girl name. I don't know any little black olives, so it was nice to see one. You know, I remember on the stories, they had this girl named, what was her damn name? Was it Julie? It was a flower. Julie's a flower. Ooh, child. Was it Petunia? It wasn't Rose, child. It was, I know some black roses. It was oh my God. What was her name? It's gonna come to me. But anyway, I'm just like, they really named their sister girl that on the stories. As the World Turns, Young and the Restless, one of them, child. Y'all tell me what's y'all favorite soap operas out there. I remember growing up, I used to watch The Guiding Light, Young and the Restless, and As the World Turns on Channel 7. That's right. On WSPA. Yes, CBS. I used to watch them with my grandma, with my mom and them, with my aunties. Oh, yes. Y'all tell me your favorite soap operas. But anyway, so yeah, Hazel was there. Um, was it Susie? I think that was her name, Susie. How many little black Susies y'all know, except for the Susie from the Rugrats? Was it Susie? It wasn't no damn Susie. I'm gonna figure it out for this video over with, but if not, oh well. So anyway, yeah, Hazel had a scene with her little daughter. Her man or her baby daddy is off overseas playing basketball. So you know what he doing. I mean, it's free everywhere. Just throwing panties here, panties there. They open for you, wait for you outside your dressing room. They might even wipe your ass when you're taking a shit. Like, the girls are ready and open and available when you're an athlete. It's nothing. It's quick and easy. He all the way overseas. I hope you getting yours like he getting his. Okay. So anyway, let's see. So we get to the whole table scene. Now Evelyn, this whole time she's saying, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing to Jackie. She's not worth my time. And Tammy, and one thing that stuck out to me though was with Tammy, Shawnee, and Evelyn. So they was talking, and one thing Shawnee said before any of the other girls got there, she said, Shawnee said, so what else is Jackie mad about besides the whole Evelyn saying the whole thing about the grandkids or the kids or whatever? What else is she mad about? What else? Is that not enough? But you see, Evelyn's mad at Jackie for bringing up, for calling her a bitch in front of her child. But Evelyn can say whatever she wants to say about Jackie's kids and Jackie's situation. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that shit ain't with Jackie and her daughter ain't true. It's obviously some truth to it, because Jackie's daughter is really, you know, going off about Jackie, and it's unfortunate. And do I believe a lot of the stuff that the daughter says about Jackie? Hell yeah. But at the same time, Evelyn, that don't give you the right to speak on it, especially if you don't want her to speak on your daughter, but you speaking on hers. How does that work? See, that's that shit that I don't like. One person can get away with something that another person can't. You see what I'm saying? If you in the clique, you're safe, no matter what you do or say. But if you're not in the clique, you're not safe. You see what I'm saying? High school. Child, drives you to drink. That's why Jackie a drunk, allegedly. So anyway, so they're talking, and I was just like, so that's not enough for you, Shawnee. So Evelyn can talk shit about Jackie's daughter or whatever situation, but she can't say anything back. Okay. And Tammy, she was just like, oh, she's mad because she said security. Evelyn's known for calling security, child. She's known for that. So anyway, we get to the whole sit down. And Bonnie Jill came with Hazel. Hazel's a very pretty girl. Um, and then here comes Sania and Jackie came in there. Jackie don't be dressing up for shit, y'all. I believe she had on some tennis shoes again. She's just always ready, I guess. So Evelyn, is not saying anything to Jackie at all. She got the mean face on. So of course it's not gonna sit well with Jackie. Jackie called her out. She's just like, so Evelyn, I heard you have an issue with me, beloved. So what's tea? She was just like, you know what? I did not mean to say what I said. You know, calling you a bitch in front of your daughter, yada yada. Evelyn was just like, you will never call, don't you ever in your life ever call me a bitch in front of my daughter. Don't you ever. And Jackie wasn't phased at all, neither was I. So Jackie was just like, okay. I mean, whatever. But and she was just like, first of all, I didn't say that, yada yada, just denying it. So then Jackie was just like, like, what if I talked about your daughter and the streets are calling her a builder whore? And Evelyn was just like, a builder whore. She was like, yo, what if I say that, calling her a builder whore? Now, by this time, Jackie had revealed to Evelyn that she heard that she said that she needed to raise her kids and she was a terrible grandmother, whatever she said in last week's episode. And she had found that out, but Evelyn didn't admit to that. She didn't say anything about that. So all she heard was the builder whore comments. So like I just said, Evelyn can say whatever she can bring up the kids, but Jackie can't bring up the kids. So whatever. Even though all these are technically adults, all these kids in this situation, but I guess it's still your kids, so I get it. So she was just like, "What you say?" So Evelyn, she didn't say anything. She just got up and left. She was just like, I just can't deal now. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. So she gets out and leaves. Shawnee instantly gets up to go check on Evelyn, of course. And Tammy gets up to check on Evelyn. Evelyn, she's having a fit outside. She was just like, I just can't believe that she did this. What kind of woman, like, who does that? Like, nobody talks about my child. She's upset. She's crying. And I completely understand where she's coming from at her core. Because I don't have any kids. But I have, like, a lot of little cousins. And I'm the goddaddy of some kids, and I got nieces and nephews, and I love them like they're my own. So if anybody was to do anything to them or hurt them, that would like fuck me up. I might actually go to jail, child, darling. I'm gonna be beat though. I'll make sure. Well, damn it, they make you take off your makeup, don't you? Oh shit, maybe I just won't wear none, just like in these videos, but whatever. So I completely understand where Evelyn's coming from. But like I said earlier in this review, because of the show and because of who Evelyn is or who she portrays to be, who she is brought, is brought to be on the show, and we're just looking at shit like I don't feel that bad because of the character that she is and who she is on the show. Now in real life, like I said, I'm here for Evelyn. In terms of if this is an actual like real situation and all this kind of stuff. But since this is reality television and all that, I'm not here for it. But all of this reality stuff, all of this is a part of who they are. So, I mean, whatever. So anyway, Evelyn's outside punching a thing. Now, who's still inside is Sanaya, Hazel, Bonnie Jill, and Jackie. And y'all know Bonnie Jill ain't nothing but the little news carrier. So Jackie was just like, I would kill Evelyn, yada yada. I ain't for no shit. I need an apology from her. And you know, I'm just not the one. She can say this and I can say that. So Bonnie Jill walks her little frail ass out there. She tells Evelyn she wants an apology from you. See, Bonnie Jill, this is why your little ass almost got dragged last week. Because you trying to be the news carrier, running and carrying on. But you know you can't beat these big black Amazon women and Puerto Ricans women. You know you don't want none of that. But you sitting here carrying messages and shit back and forth. If you're going to be messy like that, you need to be able to fight. Straight up. So, she was just like, I would never get nothing, yada yada. Shawnee goes back in there, get her purse. Jackie was just like, look, do you think she'll accept my damn apology now? Jackie, you's a mess. And Shawnee was just like, no, not right now. So Jackie decides to get up when Evelyn is this mad. I'm just like, now Jackie, that was the wrong move. When somebody's that mad at you, you don't get up and follow them. You're getting out like Kenya now in the Housewives. So she gets up. She was just like, you know what? I just want to apologize to her. And Tammy was just like, okay. So Evelyn was just like, well, sorry, Jackie. She was just like, well, I want to apologize to you, Evelyn. And she was just like, no, no. And she was just like, you know, I apologize for the bitch comment that I made in front of Shanice. I'm sorry about that. And I would like an apology from you. Evelyn was just like, you'll never fucking get it. And I was like, oop. So we have all the security outside, and Jackie got hyped again. She was like, "You're a non-motherfucking factor, bitch," and um, she was just like, "You ain't this and you ain't that," and all of a sudden, Evelyn took off like a damn rhino. She flew. Trying to get Jackie. She was just like, "Bitch, you want it? Bitch, just what you want, yada yada." And I'm just like, Evelyn, if you was this mad at this lady when you calmly got up at that restaurant and you walked past Jackie, if you was really mad at her, you would have dragged her ass off that stool. Seriously, you would have got her then. But you waited all the way until all these people was around, till security was outside to try to run up at her and jump. You ain't slick. I don't think you're really about that life, Boogie Down Bronx. I don't. And so, of course, they holding Evelyn back, and Evelyn saying that this is my city, and I got some people that'll come for you and get you. Massive attack, Nicki Minaj, and Jackie. You know, she's running up, finna get hit in the street and shit. It was just stupid. It was just a mess. Like, look at these old ass bats. I cannot. Evelyn, she's in the car. She's heated. We got Hazel in the back. All these little followers. Hazel, Bonnie, Jill, Christian, all little followers of Evelyn and them. So they got in the back, and Evelyn's just like, "Yo, I'm gonna get some real gully bitches on you." So apparently she calling her damn cousins or some shit to wait outside Jackie's hotel. And child, Evelyn ain't gonna let you do that on TV, sis. Stop. So Evelyn's upset. She was just like, I tried to apologize, yada yada. We see Tammy. She's going back and forth, playing both roles. And of course, nobody's calling Tammy out on their shit. It's just irritating. This really is. I just wish they was just all for the right thing on this show, on all these shows. And stop with the hypocrisy and stop letting certain people get away with certain things and letting other people be cool with doing and saying certain things, you know? It's irritating, child. But I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about Basketball Boss. This video's long enough. If I left anything out, y'all let me know in the comments. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalake. Mr. Chalake on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD on Instagram and Twitter, at ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat, and Chase King was here on Facebook. But all my social media moments will always be in the bottom bar below, darling. So click that little show more tab, darling, and then you'll see you can add me, and I'll add you back, and we can be friends, and we can chat, we can have moments. Yes. Okay, that's it, and that's all.